Once again, everybody, what's happening? Well, long time no see, folks, man. I tell you, I apologize for not being on, and posting for a while, but stuff is going good. I'll just say that. I'm finally finally back home here. First of all, let me give you an update on my mom. Mom is doing awesome, just awesome. I haven't gotten an update from her from the doc yet. She was supposed to see one of the doctors on the 18th, which was Monday. But she is just doing awesome. I'm back home here now, and have been for about a couple of weeks now. She's doing that good. She was just leaving, like I said, a little while ago, she was leaving my fat ass in the dust. She just getting around great, and the hips not even, hardly even hurting her anymore. There's hardly any pain there, and it's just going great. She's doing good, and she asked me to thank you once again for all your thoughts and prayers and your well wishes and everything. And once again, she said, they've been received. So anyway, I'm as far as me, I'm doing okay. I got back home here. I've finally been able to switch back to a night schedule. I've been having to stay up or stay up during the day. Of course, having regular day hours, to watch, take care of mom and stuff. But because of that, I lost one hell of a lot of sleep, boy, I'll tell you. And I was just drug out, just low drag, as in dragging ass. So I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm finally got back on a night schedule, doing okay. Finally caught up on my sleep. I think I'm not waking up all groggy anymore, and things have been going okay. Mundane, but okay. So anyway, with that out of the way, I'd like to show you something. That's had to have been put on the back burner. Back in June. An awesome lady I used to when I worked at the newspaper office in town here from 2001 to 2006. This lady worked with the town, and she did a bunch of business with the paper. And her name's Marilyn Hutchins. Marilyn, if you're out there, thank you so much again, lady. And then the reason I'm thanking Marilyn is because she had to wrap up things with her dad's estate up there up in Michigan, and she got a hold of me, and long story short, she wanted me to give her a hand in pricing some records, 78s. And I gave I gave her a call and help price them, and it said okay, these are worth a little bit, and those are like thrift shop material, and so on and so on and so forth. Okay, so after we get done with the phone call there, I get off the phone, and a little while later she calls me back, says, all right, I've talked with the executive committee. Which is her brother, and I think it was just her brother. I'm not sure, but anyway, she said, "All right, just got through talking with the executive committee. Those records that you said were meant for the thrift shop. I'm going to take those to the thrift shop. Whatever you price for us, I'm going to go ahead and bring them back here and give them to you." Right on. So anyway, there was about long story short, again, she brought the records back, and there was about 3 dozen 78s there, and lots of good ones too, without any further ado, well, actually, I want to show you those, show you, highlights from those, from what Marilyn brought back from her father's estate, and I want to give you a little show at a trade, another trade that Christopher M. Smith, aka Hey Pally, on Facebook, him and I completed a trade in July. This is right before my mom busted her hip, so that's why. So I'm not able to show it to you until now. So anyway, without any further ado, let me get to those and show you all those records. Okay, and here's this first big stack from the estate of Marilyn Hutchins' dad. God bless both of them, because without them, without her generosity, these would, well, who knows where these would have ended up. But I'm thankful that they're here. And so let's get on with them. Let's get on with the finds. These are the highlights here. First one is Freddie Slack with LMA Morse, Pigfoot Pete, excuse me. And on the flip is Your Conscience Tells You So. All right. Next one we have Artie Shaw, Make Love to Me, and that's backed with Solid. Yeah, you can see that Solid Sam. And the next one here is an album orphan, but it's one hell of an album orphan. This is Louis Armstrong with the Red Onion Jazz Babies. This is a Brunswick reissue, but both of these titles were originally on Jeanette. Okay, and these are from November 1924. This first one is Terrible Blues, and that's backed with Santa Claus Blues. It's going to be a good Christmas one right there, I can tell you that. All right, next one we have the classic. We have Count Basie and his orchestra, 1 O'Clock Jump, and on the flip side is John's Idea, of course, classic record. All right, now we have Glenn Miller here, Daydreaming, and that's backed with A String of Pearls. Shannon, if you're out there, yeah, this is the first copy I've gotten since the one I gave you for your birthday. I think it was back in 2003 or something. But anyway, Shannon, for the rest of you, Shannon is a dear friend of mine from going back to high school, and she's a huge Glenn Miller fan. So. Anyway, next up is Woody Herman and his orchestra, 4 or 5 times, and that's backed with Hot Chestnuts. Okay, next one we have some more Glenn Miller here, Serenade in Blue, and that's backed with That's Sabotage. All right, now we have some Phil Harris here. That's What I Like About the South. That's on ARA, and that's backed with, of course, Brazen Little Raisin. All right, next up we have a little Bunny Berrigan here on Victor. Let's see, this is Caravan, and that's backed with a Study in Brown. That's a really good record, really good record there. I haven't had that one since my old copy got busted in a 1996 move. That's a really good record, really savage rendition of Caravan right there. Okay, next up, Heather, if you're out there, Heather Magnuson. Here we go. Here's some Benny Goodman Sextet here. There's Rose Room, and that's backed with Flying Home. All right, next up we have Atticus, or Emera, I should say, aka Atticus Jazz. If you're listening, this one you may want to pay attention to. I think this is from either 1934 or 1935. This is Adrian Rollini and his orchestra, Davenport Blues, and that's backed with Somebody Loves Me. Now, the personnel on this thing is awesome, and Heather Magnuson, if you're out there again, take a listen. This one has you know, such cats as Manny Klein and Bunny Berrigan on trumpets. Let's see here, Benny Goodman on clarinet, Jack Teagarden on trombone, and the venerable Stan King on drums. That ought to be a hell of a good listen. All right, here's a huge biggie. I've been wanting this on 78 for ages and ages and ages, and thanks to Marilyn and her father, I finally got it. Somewhere a Voice is Calling by Tommy Dorsey, vocal by Frank Sinatra, but that's not the one I wanted it for. The one I wanted it for is right here. I'll even show this up here, extra special here. Well, Get It. Man, if you haven't heard We'll Get It, well, just, you know, when you first hear it, just be prepared to have your doors blown off. All right. Next up, we have Duke Ellington, of course, the classic, Take the A Train. And that, is, of course, is backed with the Sidewalks in New York. All right, next up, we have some more Glenn Miller here. Jukebox Saturday Night, of course, the big hit. And the flip side is the one I love it for, is Sleepy Town Train. All right, then we have a couple of Stan Kenton here. You know, of course, the big hit, and her tears flowed like wine, with a vocal by Anita O'Day. That's, of course, backed with How Many Broken Hearts Have You Broken? And then we have, of course, Stan Kenton's theme here, Artistry and Rhythm, and that's backed with, of course, Eager Beaver. And here we have some more Artie Shaw here. Yes, I never get enough Artie Shaw. This is Sometimes I Feel Like a Motherless Child, a vocal by Hot Lips Page. And that's backed with, of course, Just Kidding Around. Then we have some more Benny Goodman here. Six Flats Unfurnished. And that's backed with, of course, the big hit, Why Don't You Do Right, with Peggy Lee singing there. That's the... Never have enough copies of this either. That's an awesome record. All right, next we have some Gene Krupa. next to the last, but certainly not the least. Bolero at the Savoy. Again, a vocal by Anita O'Day. And on the flip side is Side by Side. Again, a vocal by Anita O'Day. Got a lot of Anita O'Day here. And then the last one here is, now this one's a, I don't know quite know how to say this. This is on the OK label. This is an OK reissue of a Vocalion reissue of an OK record. This is Louis Armstrong and his orchestra. Both sides are from either 1928 or 1929, probably 1929. But again, I'm not sure. Anyway, this is Basin Street Blues, and that's backed with St. Louis Blues. All right, that's it. That's it for Maryland's. There was another Tommy Dorsey record in there that I had wanted. You know, of course, the big hit, Yes Indeed. But that went before I shot this video. That went to a trade to Christopher M. Smith, aka Hey Pally on Facebook, and that one and a Duke Ellington record on the 38,000 Victor series went in trade for what I'm about to pull up here. These records right here. There's 4 of them here. And that Duke Ellington record was in just about store stock condition. 38,000 series again. Anyway, we got some. Let's see. These are the 4 records. Or there was actually 3. He tossed in. Chris tossed in the last one here that I'm gonna show you, and I'll tell you why when you see it. It'll tell you why he just tossed it in. Anyway, this is one of the famous little Ellington units on Bluebird here. This is Johnny Hodges. That's the Blues Old Man, and that's backed with, of course, Good Queen Bess. And the next one is one that I've been wanting on 78 for ages and ages and ages and ages. Ever since my old one got busted over my head by an ex. Long story that you probably don't want to know of, but anyway, there you go. Anyway, this is more Johnny Hodges. More Johnny Hodges, Ellington small unit there. Wanderlust. This is an evil, evil low minor key groaner right here, man. Moanin' Low right here, Wanderlust. And that's backed with Hodgepodge by Johnny Hodges and his orchestra. And the next one is another huge biggie. Another one that replaced a broken copy. My copy got broken by an overzealous puppy in 1988, and this is the first copy I've had since then. And it's a bruiser of a swinger. This is Western Swing by the Carolina Cotton Pickers, and that's backed with Marie by the Carolina Cotton Pickers. That's Marie. If you like Tommy Dorsey's version, you'll love hearing this. It's got a lot of humor, but it swings like crazy. All right, and the last one from the trade with Christopher M. Smith. He gave this to me. He just sent it, threw it on top of the trade because, well, it's. Let me see if I can get this out of here. It is toasty. I mean toasty. It is really toasty. There's really not a whole lot of definition left in the grooves, but he sent it to me in hopes that I may be able to try and get something out of it. This side, unfortunately, is unplayable because it has, especially over here. You can't see it with this camera here, but over here it has a few pretty severe needle digs. But this is Victor number 20955. It's Blue Guitar Stomp by the Clifford Hayes Louisville Stompers, and the flip side is the one I wanted it for. And this one I may be able to get something out of. This is Moten Stomp by Benny Moten's Kansas City Orchestra. So, there you have it, folks. There's the finds. There's the finds and a trade. So there they are. There they are. Those just... Man, it's going to be agonizing too, man, because... Excuse me. I have all these cool records here, all these new records and new old records that I want to listen to, but I gotta get a new cartridge and stylus for my turntable. So I can't listen to them unless I want to risk damaging them. And I don't want to damage them. No matter how hard I want to listen to them, I can't because I don't want to risk damaging them. So. Anyway, folks, that's about it. I just want to end by saying, thanks so much, guys, for all your messages of concern and your thoughts and your well wishes and everything. I really, really, really appreciate it. You guys are the best, man. I love you all. And I'll just wrap it up by saying, thanks so much again for watching. Hope this video reaches you well, and other than that, just take good care, okay?